We have a little follow up. We played a trailer for Gwyneth Paltrow's new Netflix show. I believe it's called Pseudoscience.
Yeah.
And well, this
Putting
is
fucking geodes in your pussies and shit. And fucking.
vagina looks like a fucking rock type Pokemon.
Yeah, stuffing apricot seeds up your asshole. What the fuck? It's stupid shit.
Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is selling a vagina-scented candle, and it's already sold out. Gwyneth Paltrow has done it again, folks. The 47-year-old actress and serial lifestyle entrepreneur found another way to shock the world with a scale
with the Shockmaster.
with the sale of a vagina-scented candle in her online Goop store. The candle provocatively named "This Smells Like My Vagina."
What a terrible name, by the way. What is with her and pussies?
How much is it? Do you know? Have you read the article? If you don't know, I want you to guess.
Knowing how these cunts are,
literally,
it's got to be expensive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It is expensive,
but I wouldn't. I guess $50. No, it's more than $50. $100.
$75.
That's a lot for a fucking pussy candle.
I mean, I know Yankee candles are expensive, but this is ridiculous. It will run customers a cool $75 and boast a fragrance packed with geranium, citrusy bergamot.
Somebody in the chat said eating pussy is a sign of weakness. Apparently, we have a 90-year-old mobster in the chat. I don't ever go down on these broads.
Jesus Christ. Paltrow first came across the scent that she reminded her of the smell of her own vagina. Oh, so this is just smell like a vagina. This smells like her vagina.
How did they? Did she just like?
So it smells like Harvey Weinstein's cum.
Oh shit! Oh fuck yeah!
Let me explain that joke because Harvey Weinstein fucked her so she would be famous, allegedly. Well, no.
So did she like lay on a table and like open her legs and like the people that were working on it like just had to keep taking a whiff?
It's like no, it was actually more rudimentary than that. You know, when you were a kid, you would like fart in a jar.
She
just captured it.
She queefed in a jar and then sealed it up.
Right. The scent was then finalized for the Smells Like Vagina candle, which reportedly sold out within hours. The candle started as a joke between perfumer Douglas Little and Gwyneth Paltrow. The two were working on the fragrance as she blurted out, "This smells like vagina," Goop outlined. So this is a joke candle that's selling for $75? The smell then evolved into a funny... Okay, this is a quote from the website. The smell then evolved into a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent, according to the company.
Women
walk into her house and goes, "Why does it smell like my aunt's house?"
Islam is right about something.
Scented candles.
Yes. Islam is right about scented candles.
That turned out to be a perfect as a candle. We did a test run. It sold out within hours. Goop bragged. It's a blend of geranium, citrusy, bergamot, and cedar. Absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose and ambriate seed. I don't know any of these words. That puts us in mind of a fantasy to seduction and sophisticated warmth.
This sounds like when some fucking obnoxious waitress at some gastropub is like explaining their wine, and I'm like, does it have booze in it? Okay, bring it over. Thanks.
Let me tell you something.
That's it. Just does it have booze in it? Bring it over.
Gwyneth Paltrow has the world's most expensive Etsy account.
She really, that's all Goop is. Like Gwyneth Paltrow is the perfect example of like when a woman gets a little fame, gets a little money, and is just left to run wild. She's out of control and she has to be stopped.
Goop clearly is not a traditional brand. In 2018, for example, the wellness company settled a 6-figure lawsuit surrounding their vagina eggs, which were promoted to help regulate female hormones and negate menstrual cramps. It turns out contrary to Goop's advice, shoving a large egg made out of a porous mineral into the recessive...
I was kidding, by the way.
I know you were, but this is real. Made out of a porous mineral into a recesses of your...
They're minerals, Marie. Now put this in your pussy. I read it in Goop. It's like, God, we got to get Hank back to the DEA. He's just sitting around reading Goop and shoving minerals up my twat. This is fucking terrible. Fucking Walter White shows up and he's like, Hank, look, there's absolutely no scientific evidence that shoving these minerals up Marie's cunt is going to make anything better.
If Gwyneth Paltrow says if you keep it up there long enough and do Kegels, it turns into a diamond.
Yeah, well, you know what, Walter? Maybe if your wife shoved this thing up her cunt, you wouldn't have a fucking son who's just a breakfast cereal murdering doo-doo.
Porous mineral to the recesses of related regions may not be the best treatment for conditions like endometriosis. Apparently, Goop knew, or according to a complaint filed with the California Consumer Protection Office, they have that? Goop should have known before they marketed this product, as well as flower essence they claim treated depression to consumers on the website. The health and money of the Santa Clara County residents should never be put at risk by misleading advertisement. The attorney of the California Consumer Protection Office said in a statement, we will vigilantly protect consumers against companies that promise health benefits without the support of good science or any science. Paltrow again made headlines for her progressive ways last month, this time for gifting herself a vibrator on Christmas. She gifted herself a vibrator on Christmas? That's what baby Jesus would have wanted. The Daily Wire reported, after Gwyneth shakes herself up a couple of martinis, the narrator says someone's double fisting as she struts through the kitchen with her libations. The holiday... Wait. Is there a video of Gwyneth Paltrow giving herself a vibrator for Christmas? Hold on.
Can I just say, too, we are... between Goop and, empowerment and tolerance and not being allowed to question people when they make up crazy shit and, the fucking trans children and everything else that's going on, like, you could agree, right, that we are heading into, like, we're heading into a new dark age of, like the dark ages when everybody was just refusing science and everything was like, God will heal us and there's no need to actually study how to fucking fight the bubonic plague. Like, we are headed into a new dark age for science. It's fucking scary.
Not only is there a video, it's off our website.
Of course it is.
The holidays are here, and because they never turn out the way you imagine, you must cherish the joy of getting ready. First, put on a record to set the mood. Oh, yeah. Do everything.
And by the way, this is the other thing that annoys me about this. This is a lonely spinster buying herself a dildo in her like, this encourages women to pursue a lifestyle that is unfulfilling, that will make them angrier, that will like, have you ever wonder why, like, these Alyssa Milanos and these Rose McGowans and these Gwyneth Paltrows, why they're all so fucking angry? They think they're angry at men. They think they're angry at the patriarchy, but they're actually angry at themselves. Like, they're angry.
I think she has kids, doesn't she?
Does she? She has the one with the fucking Coldplay guy.
Yeah. She has kids.
Yeah, the one that she used to fucking have every other fucking famous guy she was banging just walking around posing with the kid and shit. No, that was somebody else. She didn't have the kid with the Coldplay guy. That was Goldie Hawn's daughter. Whatever the fuck her name is.
I have the internet in front of me while you talk.
Somebody find out if she's got a kid. But even if she's got it, she's just this sad, lonely spinster living in a fucking 10-bedroom condo. Like, Two kids. Where are they at? Where the fuck are they at?
Oh, staying with Antonio Brown's baby mama in Hollywood.
You understand? Like, it's just...
Apple and Norman are the name of her kids.
That's right. Okay, so it was her kids. But, like, still, why aren't you buying gifts for the kids? Why aren't the kids in the show? This weird thing that women sell to other women. Like, you keep talking about the patriarchy and how evil it is, but when you listen to other women that are prominent, they fuck you over worse than the patriarchy does. This is this is dark.
Nobody hates women more than other women. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bit because men get blamed for a lot. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of shitty men that do shitty things to women, and no one's saying that. But psychologically, women fuck up women way worse than any man ever could. They always do.
Oh, yeah. Do everything in slow motion. Make this feeling last.
Drinking a martini.
Someone's double fisting.
Alone.
Who's the other martini for?
Probably both for her, fucking drunk bitch.
And damn it, she's earned it. The holidays are work, so don't be afraid to ask for help with lighting, food, style, and hair, and hair, and hair.
Right, because most people can afford, people to help them out with lighting and their hair and hair and hair.
This is so... Don't get me wrong. I love things. You know what I mean? Like,
Mike, I too love things.
But I mean, in general, having things and having money and like living like
I like money.
Living in a nice, fucking setup like this with martinis. That sounds nice, but like, that's all they have. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no. They don't want to actually. They want to pursue something greater than themselves, but they don't want to actually wake up to any painful, deep realizations or truths. So they go for like shove a rock up your cunt because they want to still fulfill the need. Like, just go to church, you old spinster lonely bitch.
My house smells like pussy.
Fuck.
You get the point. Go ahead, have a laugh, even if it is just for the camera. And find your favorite look, or 11 of them. Look fabulous in each one. And get super high. In your heels, of course.
And also drugs.
Do something for others. But don't forget about number one.
So, this video is implying that she's putting a dildo in one of her stockings. Now, there's other stockings in the house. I'm assuming it's for Apple. And what's the other one name? Fucking Crabtree? And I don't know what the fucking kid's name is. Apple and fucking Rutabaga. And, Mommy, is this my stocking? Why in the world would you make this video if you have kids? You know what I mean? It's weird, right?
Yes, that is a vibrator.
Yeah, we know. Obvious guy.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make this claim confidently. Gwyneth Paltrow cries a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right after she comes, too, with that vibrator. She's just bawling.
It's
the post-nut clarity.
Her and Alyssa Milano and all these other people, like, you could just tell like when they get home and they can hear their heels, the click of their heels on the floors echoing off the empty walls in the empty house, they fucking cry. And God forbid they crack open any sort of a Bible or some kind of old, like, you know what I mean? Like any kind of, like, even not even a Bible, but just old Shakespeare and shit, or just something where there's a moral lesson. They just will start sobbing by the time they get to page 3 because they cannot. Like, I almost wish that you could invent a mirror that only shows your soul, like that only reflects your fucking soul back at you, because these people would all be leaping from their balconies.
That is a vibrator.
Oh, they have that mirror. It's called 4chan. It already exists.
Gaze into
Yeah, they're trying to shut it down.
Yeah, I know.
So that goes to show you.
Gaze into your soul.
And look, for her age, she looks pretty good. You can't say she doesn't, right?
Of
Not
course.
really my type. I think she's, kind of really skinny. But that's just a personal preference. I ain't gonna sit here and call her ugly or anything, but you're right. Her soul is disgusting.
But also, stare into the abyss.
Every time you look at her, I want everybody, every time you see Gwyneth Paltrow, every time you look at her, every time you see how elegant she is living in her mansion, she had to have, this is going to ruin her for you for the rest of your life. Every time you see her, imagine Harvey Weinstein with his hairy back flopping on top of her.
Just making all kinds of Weinstein
just
noises.
flopping on top of her so she could be an Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
That's joyful too. And finally, a graceful exit and a night out on the town.
Christmas? Without your kids?
It's just, right? It's so weird how they could play this, and so many of her followers are like, "Yes, you go, girl," and it's like anybody with even just a slight ability to look a little bit beyond the surface can just see how sad and dark this is.
Happy holidays from G-Label.
G-Label is, I guess, is the high end of Goop, I guess. What the fuck is this propaganda? No, you're right. You're right. This is exactly what it is.
And there's so many women that are out there now that are like, yeah, I'm a career girl. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? I'm going to do my own thing. And they all end up, look at how many articles are written by these women that are like, I'm 50. Why can't I find a good man now? I'm ready to settle down.
Okay, G-Label, okay, so we know that she has all the candles and all the Goops and all the smoothies and all the whatever. So apparently she has her own clothing line too. Now let's play a little game. This is going to be fun, Mike. So this is a Lauren tailored jacket. So this jacket right here, you're looking at it, right? Which I guess you're supposed to not wear. We're not supposed to wear with a bra or undershirt. How much you think it is? How much do you think she's selling it for on Goop?
I mean, how much do I think it should be? Because I know it's going to be outrageous. I'm going to go with $99.99, like $89, right?
$595.
Of course it is.
How much do you think that first off, what the fuck is this? All right. What is she wearing? She looks like a poorly rendered PS1 graphic. Vasquez high-waisted pleated culottes. $495.
$495 to look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, seriously. And this one here, this little Debbie outfit, puffy sleeve T-shirt,
little Debbie,
$275.
She looks like this woman looks like she should be getting fucking twirled around in front of Times Square and kissed by some Navy sailor.
Yeah. Now she looks like she'd be doing a weed show on Comedy Central Presents. Gwyneth. All right, we got to go to break.